Hey y'all, this is Axon again. Today we're going to go over a little bit about how to aim in practical shooting scenarios against bots in game or against opponents. So we'll start with single, double tap, and sprays. This is a different way you can shoot a gun. Gonna start out with just a single tap, 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 click, click, click. You can see that the bullets are hitting in the exact same spot every time. Now if I go up to a double tap, 2 rounds at a time, you get a little spread more. Now we're going to go up to about 5 or so, and you can see that after the second bullet, it really starts going straight up. And if I fire the entire clip, it's just going crazy. After, again, about the second or third bullet, it's really going to be very far away from where you're going. You can crouch to make it even more accurate. It's about the same as single tapping. Or you can eventually, if you want, compensate for this high recoil by dragging down left and right, and then you're going to get this more circular pattern, which is the only acceptable form of spraying, and it's only really useful if you're really close to an opponent. That's the only time you're really going to want to fire more than 3 rounds at a time, 4 max. On some weapons you can get away with. But the proper thing to do is you want to come up, you want to tap tap, only when you know you're going to get the kill. If you're shooting and you're not positive you're going to get a hit, you're probably just wasting time. You're probably just giving yourself recoil. You're going to be fighting against yourself, so make sure you're positive. So now I'm going to go to target height. This is basically a little problem about where people hold their guns. As you can see here, if you hold your gun flat, you're going to aim at most guys' belt line. People hold their gun flat because it looks normal. It's a nice 90-degree angle, but you can see the proper angle. You want to hold your gun and place your crosshair at a slightly upward angle. That way you're aiming straight towards the head and not towards the belt. Leg shots are definitely going to do less damage than torso and head shots. Now this is the French trap shot. A lot of the French teams popularized this. It basically compensates for your recoil, which is straight out, by starting your spray, crouching midway through. It also has the added effect of being able to duck out of the way of any bullets if they're targeting your head. So you see a lot of French teams doing that, and that's something that I'll use as well. So now for opping, we have the flick shot, which is, see an opponent, we're going to use our mouse to flip over to him and make the shot. And then trap shooting, which is much more accurate, and is what we want to set up in a real life scenario, is we're going to lead our target, and then when he comes into the crosshair, we're going to pull the trigger instead of flicking to him. So that's more of a scenario and a tactical, but those are the differences with an op. So now, to how to properly peek a corner, we're going to start out here on Dust 2. This is how a lot of first-time players will come out onto a site. They'll make a big loop, because that's how we walk in real life. In real life, we walk around corners. We don't walk or strafe across them. But what we want to do is we want to pretend we're going to aim straight through this wall. This is called pre-aiming. That way, when we slide around the corner, our crosshairs are already on our target and where we want to be shooting. So for over here, again, you can see I'm pre-aiming through the walls if it's not there, because I know the map, I know where likely an enemy is going to be, and bam, can pick it up right away. You don't have to loop around and find the target. Everyone's going to surprise you, but the concepts are still the same. You need to get your crosshair there early. That way you're not making flick shots. You're just simply predicting where the opponent is, and you're not making long, unnecessary loop. Instead, you're pre-aiming through the wall as if it's not there. And that's